Hey salty dudes, I've got some more footage here from a Reddit user who wishes to remain out of this video because of the poor reception he received in the first batch. Trigger warning, this is a long video that shows not much more than big lights moving slowly in a straight line. So if you have ADHD or something, you can't handle that shit, I recommend you get the fuck out of here as fast as possible because it's about to get real fucking boring. Without further ado, this footage takes place outside Safford, Arizona, which is in the southeast part of Arizona, out kind of in the middle of the desert, in a river basin with real small town vibes. He sent me this picture showing his location up on a ridge above town and his vantage point of the UFO he saw. As you can see, it's a very flat basin, wide. The UFO is seen going from Safford over towards Thatcher in a straight line. And I'm taking us down to the road where he was sitting up on the ridge, where he could see these 5 lights moving from left to right.
We got the UFO. Started over there, it's moving to the right, look. That shit is moving. That is fucking crazy.
I've gone ahead and sped up longer sections of this video to make the movement of the lights a lot more obvious because they're going so fucking slow.
Look at that car, see that car down there? This thing's hovering over the town right now.
It's pretty interesting that those cars are closer, but they're so much smaller and fainter than the lights.
It's been there for about 5-10 minutes.
He sent me over 10 minutes of footage for this stuff, which he himself had edited down somewhat, so he was looking at this stuff for a long time. If these lights were ground-based, then they'd be on the far side of the valley up towards the side of the hill. And it's strange that they're so much bigger and brighter than anything in the nearby city.
My dad's always like, oh, they're just lights. Yeah, I know they're just lights, but what are the lights attached to, motherfucker?
We're about to get into the second half of the footage, the new stuff that he sent me since his last post, which starts to show the lights changing color and shape.
Look at this shit. It's over Safford right there. See those cars down there? This thing's just hovering over the town. It's just been there for like 10 minutes. It started way over here.
Now you'll start to notice the lights on the left, the 2 lights in the rear, or 3 lights, starting to have this weird aberration between them, like a beam of light. Just went away and then it'll come back. And the lights in the front now are starting to turn around or change direction.
Look at that shit. What's it doing? Man, as long as they don't start dropping bombs and shit, I'll be good. Oh man, what is it doing? They're coming back.
It's kind of weird how the lights just kind of fade out.
Just
And some of the lights are even starting to fade
what the fuck?
at different times. Here you'll see a beam of light slowly move from the leftmost light to the adjacent light.
Look at that one shining some beam of light.
I think this is the weirdest part of the video.
Dude, this is fucking crazy.
It's interesting that the closer cars in the city don't have beams of light like from their headlights, even though like this light here, you can see a shining kind of beam as well. You can see cars right below it, no beams from their headlights.
Oh man, they gone. Where the fuck did they go?
This is the end that we're reaching of his footage now. He's about to show us the high school.
They went right there and turned around, huh, because of the game. And then disappeared.
Alright then, let's explore the town a bit and try to get an idea of what the hell we are looking at during the night. He's on the other side of this river, across all these fields, to the nearest road, which could possibly be where the nearest cars at the lower end of the frame were driving, other than the ones on the road right in front of him, obviously. And then beyond that, across another set of fields, we've got the towns where the far cars were likely driving through. And then over here on the right, we've got the high school field that he calls where the game was happening. And that shows the rightmost boundary where the lights didn't pass beyond. So it looks like that cemetery there is about where the lights ended. So maybe it was some super weird fucking midnight funeral procession. I don't know. There's no roads back here other than this Ray Lane that could be where the lights were driving if they're land-based. Although it's not that much higher than the other lights. I'm not sure if that would account for the elevation. And they'd have to be really fucking bright lights on those vehicles. The mountainside doesn't have any roads, no clear straight path for anything to be driving on. And that leaves us with this South Ray Lane as the only real potential possibility for any ground-based lights to be driving on. The road is only 2.5 miles-ish from end to end, so for an over 10-minute video of them traversing left to right, they'd be going way, way slow. And the road doesn't even seem to extend far enough to the left to account for how far over there he saw the lights. As we go further away from that road, you can see the city here is much closer, and those city lights were far dimmer and smaller than those other lights. Particularly the car lights were far smaller and far dimmer. Now as we go all the way back to our observation point, you can get a perspective of how far away that road is in comparison to the city.
Alright, I'm at the location where I took the film. The road's right there. Stop sign. Town is way over there, a few miles away. Lights were hovering around that area. Shit, man. I really gotta get going to work. Back to work. See, there goes a car passing by. They were over there somewhere, man. I don't know where. Daytime's different. But, about right there somewhere. That's the view of Safford from up on the hill where I filmed. Mount Graham. See ya.
That video does a pretty good job of showing how flat the whole valley floor is from that vantage point and how flat the city is. I didn't notice any clear road above the city from that perspective. And given how high above the city lights you see those bigger lights moving in the nighttime video, it's hard for me to imagine that they're ground-based. Again, it's a very small town, and it was only 3 or 4 miles approximately that these lights moved over the course of more than 10 minutes from the far end of Safford to the edge of Thatcher here before turning and disappearing. It's so slow that in the original video, a lot of people didn't even notice lights moving. So that's it. I don't know what was going on. I was just trying to corroborate some of the original poster's information, as well as try to figure out some more contextual details and maybe figure out what's going on here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, I don't fucking care because I warned you it was going to be long and boring, so it's your own fault. Have a great day, and I'm going to leave you with the original length videos here at the end.
We got the UFO. Started over there, it's moving to the right, look. That shit is moving. That is fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Oh my god. I knew it, I fucking knew it. Look at that car, see that car down there? This thing's hovering over the town right now. It's been there for about 5-10 minutes. It started way over here. I don't know where it's going. My dad's always like, oh, they're just lights. Yeah, I know they're just lights, but what are the lights attached to, motherfucker? They're doing something. I've been out here fucking all the time. I knew there was some shit out here. I could feel it.